GM, everyone. How is it going in Bangkok? Woo! So a little woo! So my name is Charles Guillemet. I'm CTO at Ledger, and I'm going to talk about a Ledger initiative that is called ClearSign All the Things. So I guess if you care about security, you have a hardware wallet, you have a Ledger device, but your secrets are properly generated in the device, then they never leave the device because the cryptography is implemented inside. However, sometimes you have like this blind, there's hashes, and you are required to blind sign them. How do you make sure that this is a legitimate operation? How do you make sure this is the correct smart contract, the one you want to call? How can you be sure it's not a malicious payload? So this is something that is very important, because if you don't pay attention to what you sign, you might sign away your wallet. This is equivalent, like signing this kind of hash is equivalent to signing a blank check. So maybe this check will be used by the correct person with the right amount, but maybe you are signing away your asset, and this is a big problem. So this is something we really need to fight. And this is not like something completely hypothetical, because we see more and more sophisticated attacks on the field. I remember in 2016, 2017, most of the hacks were like simple phishing attacks where attackers were tricking users into inputting them the 24 words into the website. This is more and more rare because users understood, got more educated, and this kind of attacks works really, really less. So what attackers do is to create more sophisticated attacks. We see more and more drainers that input malware into your computer or into your desktop. If you simply have a software wallet, they drain directly your 24 words and drain your wallet. And if you are using a hardware wallet, they will try to trick you into signing a malicious transaction. And this is not hypothetical. In the couple of months ago, we had WazirX that has been drained for 250 millions. Only 2 weeks ago, Radiant Capital was hacked for 15 millions. And in this case, they were using hardware wallet, but they got a malware on their computer, and they blindly signed a malicious transaction, and they got hacked. So these attacks are not theoretical anymore, unfortunately. This is our reality, and we need to solve this problem as an industry. So this is what we did this year, focusing on clear signing, making this possible for the future. And the idea of clear signing is pretty simple. Instead of blindly signing a hash, we want the user to have all the information before consenting a transaction or not. So here you have like a swap on one each fusion, and you have all the information to decide if you want to swap your Matic to USDT. You also have the fees, who will receive the transaction, and then you decide if you want to sign the message. And clear signing doesn't tell you if it's safe or not to sign transaction. It simply tells you what this transaction will do. So this is something that is really important, and as a user in self-custody, you will decide. And the idea of clear signing is to have like something very transparent, human-friendly, because if it's only complex hexadecimal stuff, it's really difficult to understand. And also the idea is to empower users. Again, at the end, the user will decide if you want to consent and sign this transaction or not. This is not something that Ledger will do for you in the future. How does it work? So to start with a little context, this is not something completely new. We are trying to clear sign all the transactions from the beginning of Ledger. At the beginning, we had only the Nano S. On the Nano S, you have a screen. And at the beginning, we were only supporting Bitcoin. And on Bitcoin, we clear sign all the traditional, all the standard transaction. When you send 0.1 Bitcoin to the specific address, everything is written on the screen. when you want to receive Bitcoin, you have a screen to verify your address. So everything is properly ClearSign. We implemented Ethereum in 2016, and that was about the same because at the beginning, Ethereum was simply send and receive. After that, the ERC20 happened, and then we started to ClearSign ERC20. Then the different message standard with EIP 191. In 2021, we understood that more and more execution happens on-chain, and we decided to create a plugin framework where dApps needed to create a plugin to support the interaction with their dApp. It works pretty well. It allows to ClearSign plenty of different dApps. However, it doesn't scale well because it requires dApp to write a plugin in C language in order to interface with their smart contract. In 2022, we implemented the EIP 712 because it became the standard for message signing, deprecating the 191. And this year, we worked a lot into improving the way we are clear signing different interaction in the EVM ecosystem. When you think about it, what you would need to clear sign a transaction is the ABI. The device receives a raw payload, and the device doesn't have the context to understand how to parse the payload. So what you would need is the ABI. So the ABI allows the device to parse the transaction. Unfortunately, the ABI is not enough because it's not very human-friendly. Here, it's difficult to understand what's the intent, what's the token address. The amount is not in the right base unit, and there might be different parameters that are not useful for the users. So what we created is the following. We are creating JSON files that are completely declarative and that allows to interpret the ABI so that the device understands what it will sign. The JSON file is made to create all the things very human readable. It's very lightweight and efficient. Again, flexible and extensible, and the idea is to be something completely data-driven, declarative. There is no logic in this JSON file. The key components for the clear signing initiatives are the following. So first of all, we need to create a standardized JSON, and also we have created different tools to create this JSON file. These tools allow developers to understand what will be displayed on the device. As soon as we have this JSON file, they will be uploaded in some public registry that is available to anyone. And then any wallet can decide to trust or not a specific JSON file. And Ledger will be a trusted authority for Ledger devices, and we will decide to sign specific JSON so that whenever you will interact with a dApp, you get your transaction payload along with this JSON file that is trusted by Ledger and that allows the device to properly parse the transaction. And finally, the last step is to integrate this mechanism in different wallets. Obviously, it will be implemented within Ledger Live. It's already partly in Ledger Live. But the idea is also to implement it in all the wallets that we have in the ecosystem, such that Trust Wallet, Wabi, MetaMask, all the wallets, Zerion, all the wallets that are supporting Ledger devices. And we have created the device management kit for that. So, to summarize, in order to implement clear signing, what we need from dApps is that they create this JSON file that describe how to interact with their dApp and with their smart contract. Again, for a dApp developer, it's really simple. It requires 10 minutes or something like this. And for wallets, the idea is to use the new wallet management kit that allows to manage the device, but also to get clear signing for free. The new device management kit is really, really easy to use. It will manage your devices. It allows to discover devices, to connect your wallet with the hardware wallet. It also allow to exchange data from your wallet to the hardware wallet. There is a state management that allows your wallet to know where is the device. also different OS commands, but it's very easy to integrate. In the past, we were using Ledger.js, and that was pretty difficult for wallets to integrate Ledger devices, but with the device management kit, it's really easier. Also, as I mentioned, we have created a visualization tool that allows dApp to specify how to interact with their smart contract. Again, something that is very easy. You will simply input the name of your method and what are the parameters, and you will see on the device what will be displayed. So this initiative was a big focus for Ledger in 2024. We announced the white paper at the beginning of the year at East Denver. Then in Q2, we did some RFC in order to collect the different feedback from the community, and we also refined a little bit our specification. We created an ERC, which is the 7730. In Q3 at ETHCC in Brussels, we did the first demo with EIP 712, and now we are supporting EIP 712 even for complex use case, and we have the clear signing with this. And we started to make the adoption for different wallets. Also, we worked on permits and approvals. So now we are in a situation where we are supporting most of the dangerous interaction. Today we are in a situation where we have a public registry, the JSON edition tools, and today at WalletCon we are announcing the first release of the Ledger Device Management Kit and the Ledger Signer Kit. And it allows wallets to integrate Ledger devices very easily with clear signing for free. By the end of the year, we will have the generic parser that allows to do what I mentioned for a device. Whenever you want to sign a transaction, you have the raw transaction payload along with this JSON file, and the generic parser allows to parse this transaction. So, again, this is not the end of the story. Clear signing all the things is a long journey. We have focused a lot our effort on Ethereum this year and on EVM in general, but we need to clear sign all the things on all the ecosystem, including Solana, Bitcoin, obviously, because there are new interaction at the Bitcoin level, and other chains. So this is something we are working on. Also, we are considering different ways with transaction simulation on devices and this kind of thing. So again, security is a journey, and we need to always raise the bar for security, and having, as a users, having all the information to decide if you want to sign a transaction or not is really important. And again, this is not something that is Ledger specific. This is an ecosystem-wide effort. We all need to contribute to fight against scams and hacks, because we need to build the trust in the ecosystem. You probably noticed that the market is heading north, let's say. So we will see more and more scams and hacks. So we need to support this open and collaborative initiative. As Ledger, we demonstrate against our commitment to security best practices, and again, this is only the beginning. I give you a couple of useful links to collaborate and to contribute in this ecosystem and initiative. You have the developer portal, the clear signing homepage, the GitHub repository, and there are blog posts also if you want to have a high-level view of what is clear signing. Take your photos and you will have the QR code for that. And I think that's it. Thank you for your attention, and I count on you to help us fighting against these scams and hacks and making clear signing a reality. Thank you.